Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my very first ever video. My name is Candy. I love anything paper related, planner related, and purse related. So I thought that today I would go through my personal planner. It's a personal ring planner, and it is the one that I carry every day, all day with me. This is a Naya Paperie. It does show signs of use, signs of love. Again, it goes everywhere with me, so it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to start off in the beginning. This is a lovely card from Southern Belle Plans. She has some great kits, and you'll see a lot of her artwork in here. This lovely little bow is from Tailored Plan. These are some ribbons that I just pulled from my stash, attached to a keychain so that I have a little bit of bling here. You will find out that I am extra, just like guacamole, so if I can put bling in my planner, I will. This is a keychain that After the Storm Creations made. She's got some great stuff. Make sure you check her out as well. In the beginning, I have a couple of dashboards, again, from Southern Belle Plans. This is my husband. We were high school sweethearts. We've been married forever and a day now. These are my babies, who are not babies anymore. For my tabs, let's go ahead and do that first. So for my tabs, this is just one of the Avery tabs that you can find everywhere. Use my label maker, put the label on there. These are great tabs. I was so excited to find these because they're kind of a glittery orange, which is perfect for this season. Okay, so we're going to go into my monthlies first. My monthlies are difficult for me. Almost all of my planning takes place in my weeklies, and I'll show you those in a bit. So I have to remind myself at the end of the month to come back and put everything that happened into my weeklies. So these are the monthlies. Let me show you a blank month so that you get an idea of what it looks like. So these are the blank months. They're just a very standard month. All of my inserts are from Creative Tidbits. She's on Etsy. She does great work. So at the beginning of the year, mostly Cocoa Daisy. And in July, I switched over to Southern Belle Plans. I was introduced by a great planner friend. I love her kits because they are so thin. She prints on washi sticky paper. It's amazing. So July, August, and here we have September. I try to always mark my month in some way so that I can flip to it. Even though I don't use it very often, I try to. This is my service dog, Pepper. And this is Pepper being a goof in the car. So then on to my weeklies. Let me show you what a blank weekly looks like first. So this is just a blank weekly before I get started. I've used this particular format for weeklies for several years now, and they're very practical for me. They're very useful for me. It's really my workhorse. I may not use all of the sections every week, but if I don't, that's what stickers are for. So I did pull out some of my weeklies. Normally, I try to keep my entire year in here because I tend to flip back. I'm chronically ill. I have a lot of caregivers who may ask me when something happened, so I try to keep them in here as long as I can. However, she was getting a little overly chunky, and I just ordered my 2026 inserts from Creative Tidbits, so I need to get those in here too soon. So it was going to get very chunky. So I've got from July through the end of the year in here. Everything in my planner is color-coded. So pink is for me, blue is for my husband, Pepper gets the lovely orange color, our daughter gets purple. If it's something that involves at least two of us, at least my husband and myself, it's going to be yellow. If I have anything for my son in here, which is very rare, his will be in green. He is 30, so he's mostly on his own. I've been using these really awesome Mr. Pen highlighters lately, and you probably can't see it, but there's the loveliest glitter on them. And again, if I can find a way to put a little sparkle into my planner, I do. So you'll notice that every single week is color coded. Again, I may not use every section, but that's what the stickers are for. So everything is color coded, so at a glance I can look and I can see who's doing what, particularly that day. It just makes it easier on my ADD brain. So we've got, even if it's just something as simple as I was sick that day, I go ahead and I put it in here so that I remember it, so that if somebody needs to know, you know, when's the last time you were sick or whatever happened, I can go back and look. So this is this week. Actually, let me rephrase. This is this week. My weekly marker is from Type A for Alexa. All they do is just slip on here. It's very simple. I've got quite a few different weekly or daily markers, and I try to switch them out, but this one's been so nice just to have on here. I do not decorate the month until it's time for it. So you'll notice that nothing else in here is decorated, but everything ahead of it is. It's just my little treat to myself when we get to a new month. So my sections are monthly, weekly. My next section is tracking. In my tracking, the first thing I've got is what I call maladies and medicines. Again, I'm chronically ill. People ask me a lot, you know, when did something happen? When did you have your last CT? When was your last x-ray? Have you fallen? Whatever. So this way I've got a yearly record of it. Then I've got my weight tracker. I have my symptoms tracker. This is a direct ripoff of Beverly Plans, and she will probably recognize her work in here. So I've got June, July, August, and then I have September. And all I do is every day just try to keep track of what I'm tracking in here and try to mark it down. If I miss a couple days, I'll go back and fill it back in. I've got my wish list for any items I may want for that. I've got a bill tracker in here. Let me show you a blank one. This is a blank bill tracker. This is actually also from Creative Tidbits. I'd originally ordered it in a personal TN because I thought I might use the personal TN this year. That didn't last very long. I was only in it maybe a month before I went back to my rings, because rings are just, they're my comfort area. They're where it works for me. I've got some coupon codes. I've got my to be read section. Okay, so I'm an avid reader. I've been a reader since I was a child. My mother would tell me goodnight, turn out the light. I would turn on my flashlight and read my book. She'd come back and find it, throw it away. So I've been a reader since I was too young to be awake after when I shouldn't have been. So my to be read section. It's nuts. It's a little over the top. It's way too many. I will never read all these books in my entire life, but that's okay because it makes me happy, and that way I can pull from them when I want something to read. I don't always stick to my to be read section. I also have started including these. These are ones that I actually own that I need to read, so I'm trying to use those, although I just bought another series. Yeah. So for my to be read section, I just use whatever paper I happen to have. These were some to-do lists. Gosh, those may have been from Kiki K years and years ago. I've got, this is from Day Runners, which was a long time ago. So whatever I have, I use. Totally fine. My next section is notes, and my notes is subdivided by each one of us. So I've got one for my husband, one for myself, and one for my daughter. Anything that I need to remember goes in here. If I don't write it down, I do not remember. So if this is somebody that needs to be called, or we go to an appointment and you know, they're talking to us or whatever, I have the notes from that. We're also planning a relocation soon, so I've got information for that. I have hypoglycemia, so I've got blood sugar levels. I've got my medicine, my pill reminder. I've got the medicine things in there for that. So all of that's in there as well. And then after notes, and again, for notes, I use whatever I have. This is literally some old Mead note paper. I have graph paper from Filofax. I've got colored paper. This is from a notepad for Marshalls. So whatever I have is what I use. A lot of these notes will get thrown away eventually, so it doesn't bother me to just use whatever I have. All right, so then at the end, I've got a card holder. It's got a monthly from Type A for Alexa as well. It's got some business cards, some credit cards that I don't use as often. This is for receipts for before I scan them into Fetch and Ibotta. These are extra tabs that I may have used on a previous month, and I stick them here so that I can reuse them when colors match up. This is just a cheapy little purse planner, and I use it for those appointments that I get this year that are for next year. So I write them down in here, and then when I get my 2026 inserts, I'll transfer them over. I've just got a little straight edge from Moxie Life. It's also got some things for tracking. I've got a bookmark from Southern Belle Plans again. This is my very favorite pen. So this is the Energel Liquid Gel Ink. It's a 0.7. I love the ones with the alloy metal barrel. I just like the way they feel in my hands. So those are usually what I use, and I have a variety of colors for that. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, stick around. You'll find more just like this. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.